It's game time. The Kid Gowie. Ravens Nation. All we know is purple and black. And if you're not a Ravens fan, Welcome to Baltimore, Maryland, M&T Bank Stadium, where opponents don't make it out alive unless we bury them. Every team be afraid of them, especially all the quarterbacks, cause our defensive linemen won't hesitate to leave you sack. Let's take a minute, go back to Super Bowl 35. Domination was an understatement up against the Giants. Numerous touchdowns, they put up numbers, and it didn't take a nutritionist to see they hunger. Only stat Kerry Collins could get was interceptions. He must have thought throwing to the D counted as receptions.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy King Apple 002. I'm in the building. Dropping another video. Boom, boom in the building. What's goody? Whoa, whoa, whoa. What's goody, y'all? PBO. Positive absolutely. No negative absolutely channel. Circling your life. I'm here with the special alert. Ravens release. Cut ties with Earl Thomas. 7-time Pro Bowler. Earl Thomas. Cut him. Done with that type of stuff. Based off Harbaugh statement, following the release of Earl Thomas, Durian said Deshaun Elliot is in line to become the starter. So 2 young guys are started. I'm like, what in the world? I ain't go this place and I ain't go that place that it don't never seem to happen. And then it seems like every time I go and treat myself, basically, and I check my account, Earl Thomas violated. It always seems to happen like that. I think like one time I was the rain. He violated the contract for personal conduct. That's why he was terminated from the Ravens. Why my car came out, checked my account, and it affected the team. The team said that in the statement. The whole team sided with Chuck Clark over Earl. Why people side over a young guy over a veteran guy? Because evidently Earl was wrong, but I'm going to get into that in a little bit. Also, Earl had a 4-year deal, $55 million guaranteed, $55 million, 32 guaranteed. I know I wouldn't win more and spend a good $365. I'm okay. She gave me my receipt. I'm okay. Can you lower your voice? Thank you. I was like, no big deal. Check my account. Deshaun Elliott stepped in for him. First team practice on Saturday. Looked sharp, looked good. He flashed good potential in preseason and in training camp last year. In practice and all that. But he also has a history of injuries. Deshaun Elliott does. The first 2 years he was hurt. Last year he was hurt with a knee injury out for the season. So we got to see how that can go. He's been hurt first 2 years. This is his 3rd year right here. We'll see what he's going to be about. You feel me? And now I'm going to talk about what went down. They ran a play that everybody knows, except Earl Thomas. Chuck Clark called the play out. He told Earl what it be. Earl, I know Earl. He wants to do his own thing. He wants to freelance, right? He told him to go stay in coverage over here. Never mind, they ran his play 50 times. Earl decides to blitz. Mark Andrews run right past him, scores a touchdown. Chuck throws his helmet down in rage. Like, nigga, I just told you Stay right there.
And the phone was like
You blitz.
6. So the total came up to 8.50.
I'm tell you why Chuck is so mad. Hey.
I was like, "Damn, get the money back on them." I was like, "I don't worry about it. $800."
Chuck told him, we've been here. You haven't. He ain't been to no team meetings, no walkthroughs, stream study, none of that. He missed all that. He don't show up to nothing. You know what I'm saying? So they like, bruh, if you'd been here with practice the rest of us, you would knew that play and you would have blitzed. See, in Seattle, he didn't have to play Raven football. Just play cover 2 all day. Just had Sherman and the other guy on the other side. No. But in Baltimore, we do things different. You know what I'm saying? Eric Weddle thrived on it. Ed Reed thrived on it. You know, DeJuan Landry thrived on it. Rob Wilson thrived on it. Jim Leonard, E. Hedebo, Bernard Pollard, they all thrived in it. So why can't you? You like the easy stuff, just stay back there. Do what you want, you blitz and the other one cover. No, they don't work in Baltimore. Ed Reed ain't had that problem. Show up to practice, man. How you gonna be a veteran and you not leading by example? You supposed to let the young guys know to be here. How they gonna be here and you not? How you think they gonna feel? Oh, Earl just don't go in, don't show up, and just come when he want to, miss walkthroughs, and come practice and don't know the plays. Everybody doing the right thing and you do the wrong thing. This happened a couple times. And it probably was happening last season too. Doing that 14-2 run. Earl probably did a couple things and they'll start from there. Yeah, I can't say he didn't help. He helped a little bit. But a lot of times he missed a lot of tackles. And I forget that stiff arm he got from, I should say no name, in playoffs last year, doing our exit. But he also said, oh, Chiefs did that to him last year because I wasn't here on the field. Well, he was on here last year and Chiefs beat us again. Over what, 400 or 500 yards? Throwing. But it's like, come on, man. We don't need that here. You're just storing the locker room, bro. You don't want to be a Raven? Down. You got to come. You want to be a part-timer. No, we don't play that here. You do your thing. We over here trying to win championships. We done playoffs. We ain't doing let's make it to the playoffs and be happy with it. We trying to go in there, secure that bag, get that ring. You feel me? What other stuff, man? Stop playing around. Alright, so we go right here. The Ravens, I'm going to say this is what they said about the Ravens and Deshaun Elliott. The Ravens love Deshaun Elliott potential, but if they go with him as a direct in-house replacement, there are concerns about his ability to stay healthy. I said that earlier. He played only 6 games in the first 2 seasons with the Ravens. What Elliott possesses in potential, he equally has lacked in durability. He can't be depended on. He always hurt. So if we want to do in-house, you might want to have somebody to back him up because we don't know. One of the reasons why they cut Tony Jefferson is due to how well they think Elliott, and he'll now get his chance to play. So this thing comes after 17 months that Baltimore gave him a $20 million signing bonus. Deshaun Elliott, on the other hand, is a 2018 6th-round draft pick who has played only 6 games, no starts. I can replace Thomas for now.
time. And not only that, I'm running not for the ball.
And
I'm tired.
Earl has played 894 defensive snaps over 15 games last season. Other than Chuck Clark, the Ravens don't have a safety who played 25 snaps or more
I don't need to get no rest.
last season. This could prompt the Ravens to go out fishing and explore for free agent options to add depth at the position, and 2 former players stand out as potential targets. If the Ravens decide to sign a player to start at safety, they might consider a few familiar faces. There's the aforementioned of Brandon Carr, who remains a free agent but has started 192 games straight in the NFL, which suggests that he'd be able to prepare himself to play quickly. That's one. Carl also turns 34 in May, so he's 34 now. There's also a reason why the reunion would make sense. He saw time at safety last season to give the Ravens depth in the secondary, but explored this with older cornerbacks like Larius Webb in the past. Remember when we put Webb at safety back in when he was transitioning from corner to safety? It worked out well, so that had success in the past. So that might work. Not to mention, Carr's durability and experience in Wink's defense is a big plus in shortening off season. You get me? Also, some people think Elliot will get the first shot. Geno Stone, who was drafted this season, will probably become number 3 safety, and they could use Jimmy Smith some in safety looks. Also rule out a vet signing, although not any available for right now, because it got to be somebody who's familiar with the defense. Somebody like Brandon Carr, Jimmy Smith. You know, another option would be bringing back Tony Jefferson, who is recovering from a knee injury. Jefferson was one of the most well-respected figures in the Ravens locker room during his time in Baltimore, but a signing will likely hinge on his recovery timeline. Jefferson is 2 to 4 weeks away from beginning team visits, and there is reported interest from 4 to 6 teams. Ravens could also take a look at other free agents such as Logan Ryan. Logan Ryan is also looking to make a transition from corner to safety, and also played under former defensive coordinator Dean Pease in Tennessee last season. So that could be good too. I got others just like so basically that's that. You feel me? Now, let's see what Sean Elliott got to say. The recent Earl Thomas thrust third-year safety into the spotlight. The Ravens look to replace a 7-time Pro Bowler. In his time, head coach said, "So here we go." Elliot is a young, talented player who has chomping at the bit to get on the field. He's had a hard time waiting, whether it be because of veterans ahead on the depth chart or injuries. Now, he's been begging to get in that starting lineup. His rookie season was cut short by a broken forearm in a preseason game where it looked like he was going to get his long-awaited opportunity as a sophomore after Tony Jefferson went down with a torn ACL. Elliot suffered a season knee injury the very next game, so that threw him back again. Curveball. Then Elliot, just 6 games played, 6 tackles in his young career, but while those outside Baltimore don't know much about Elliot, those inside the Under Armour Performance Center have been eager to see what he's got. Deshaun has been ready to go ever since he got here as a rookie. I've been really impressed with him since the time he came in, past defense coordinator Chris Hewitt said. He's definitely deserving of a play. I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do when he gets out there. He's definitely ready to go. He has a great chemistry out there with the rest of our guys, and they're hyped up to have him out there. Nickname for Elliot is the Joker. By a college defensive coach, Elliot declared early in the draft and ended up being picked much later than he expected. He's been carrying a chip on his shoulder the past 2 years. You know what they say, with a chip on his shoulder, do great things. Not saying he's great yet, but he had to put the work in. But he can get there. And also, he would also say he attacks whatever is in front of him. Right now is to get ready to play against Cleveland. Elliot also has good range, good ball hawking skills. You know, and the ball just seems to find his hand. I don't know how, but he's always somewhere near the ball. Maybe that will help. Because we have another person who's always near the ball. MP Juice Man, Marcus Peters. You know, they just find that ball. Remind me of somebody back in the day. Ed Reed just finds that ball. That's how that goes. But yeah, sad to see Earl go, but things happen. I'm with the team. The team say he go, he go. I'm gonna catch y'all later. Please make sure y'all smash it up and share it out and comment below. And tell me what you think. Ravens Nation, Ravens Flock, we out. Bob, boom, boom in the building. Catch y'all later. King Albo TV, what it do?
It's game time. The Kid Gowie. Ravens Nation. All we know is purple and black. And if you're not a Ravens fan, welcome to Baltimore, Maryland, M&T Bank Stadium, where opponents don't make it out alive unless we bury them. Every team be afraid of them, especially all the quarterbacks, as our defensive linemen won't hesitate to leave you sacked. Let's take a minute, go back to Super Bowl 35. Domination was an understatement up against the Giants. Numerous touchdowns, they put up numbers, and it didn't take a nutritionist to see they hunger. Only stat Kerry Collins could get was interceptions. He must have thought throwing to the D counted as receptions. The pass was legendary, but don't sleep on the present. Our secondary make quarterbacks avoid that direction. You tryna run the ball, you better hope your blockers work. You can juke, you can spin, but your destination's the turf. This is a man's game, being soft will get you hurt. Watch the